What's up, Bremerton? Josh Farley from the Kitsap Sun here. I'm with Max, the elusive cat, who is the community cat here at the Max Hale Center. And as usual, I've got 5 stories you just got to know about happening in Bremerton this week. Welcome back to this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast, sponsored by the Admiral Theater. Story number 1 is right here at the Max Hale Center. It's here that a lucky little kitty cat named Max, aptly named for the building for which he lives, has taken up residence. Little Max is a long-haired tuxedo cat, and the residents have quickly taken to him as he has taken to them.
We are looking at Max, the house cat of Max Hale Center in Bremerton, Washington. Max, he fills most of our hearts with joy. He's really a funny character. He's really lovable and sweet, and he's extremely smart. And everybody just loves him though, and he hangs out with everybody, and he's our baby.
Story number 2 on the Bremerton Beat Blast this week. It is, of course, the most wonderful time of the year, and few places get as decorated as the White House in Washington, D.C. 92 lucky volunteers got to go to the White House, unpack all of the ornaments, there are 70,000 of them, and decorate the White House. One of them was Vicki of Seabeck. I got to sit down with Vicki and talk to her about what it was like decorating the people's house.
I grew up in a military family, and my husband was in the Navy, and I just felt like it was sort of a duty or a contribution I could make to make the house look great for the 70,000 visitors who will come and see it. Well, everyone was so friendly. I feel like I made friends I'll have for a lifetime. I can call them up when I'm coming to town and visit. Everyone was just really, they felt very honored, and you just felt really important. What you're doing was important.
Story number 3 on the Bremerton Beat Blast this week is about Scarlett Road. This is an organization devoted locally to combating human trafficking. Believe it or not, sex slavery is ongoing around the world, and it occurs right here in Kitsap County. The organization finally achieved a huge milestone for itself this past month when it opened a storefront on Park Avenue. I spoke with one of its leaders, Victoria Alfers, about what it's like to have their own digs now.
We build freedom where there isn't freedom. We build hope where there hasn't been hope. That we live in a community and really this world that looks at certain issues like sexual exploitation and says, well, that's just an unfortunate situation and there's nothing you can do about it. And we're here to say, actually there is.
Story number 4 today is that we got snow this last week. You know it. Thursday night and Friday morning, this place turned completely white. There was lots of snow on the ground. A couple inches fell, even in the most low-lying areas of Puget Sound. I also want to show you some video taken by Penumbra Productions from the air. Matt Boisson and Wesley Weaver both took some footage from the skies that show Bremerton in its snowy white splendor. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the footage. And if you ever have video that you'd like to see shared on the Bremerton Beat Blast, you can send it to my email, josh.farley@kitsapsun.com. Finally, story number 5 on the Bremerton Beat Blast this week is that Santa Crawl is coming this Saturday to LoveCraft Brewery. That's the meeting point. It starts at 4, but it will go to breweries and restaurants around the downtown area. Last year was a smashing success. Lots of people dressed up like Santa Claus to tour the area in a very festive evening. It all begins at 4 p.m. at LoveCraft Brewery just up the street on 5th Street. That's going to do it for this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you again next Tuesday.